Hi. This is Slim, and I am making this a video response to GloZell's Meeting a Witch. So a few years ago, I worked at a party supply store. Halloween is the busiest time of the year for that store. Hire a bunch of new staff members to only work seasonal positions during the Halloween season. A few weeks pass, and we have all these great employees, and one woman's, in her middle ages, and we're a close-knit group, so we always talk when we're at work. We're, stocking the shelves and just talking about life. And my supervisor comes up to me, and she's just walking in casually, and she goes, "Hey, do you know whose green car that is outside?" I had no idea, so I said no. And I said, "Why? What's wrong? Is something wrong with it?" And she was like, "No, there's just a bumper sticker that I've always was curious about." So I asked her what it said. And she said that it read, "When there's a witch, there's a way." So we were trying to figure out who this car belongs to, because she saw it there every day when she came into work, so she knew it has to be one of the employees. We asked around, and we finally find out whose it was. We'll call her Sue. So we found out that it was Sue's car. And, she's just stocking the shelves with whatever. And my supervisor asked her, "Hey, so your car, it has that bumper sticker. What does that mean? Does it mean something?" And she just looks at her and says, well, I'm a witch," and we all just stand in silence, don't really know what to say to that. Did she just say she's a witch? Right. So I don't remember very specific details, but I do remember she told us that she had an open relationship with her husband, but she didn't have time for a boyfriend. So basically her husband could go see other people while she was busy at work. Really? What's the point of a marriage? I've never heard of witches before. I now understand that it's this whole Wiccan thing and everything, but before that I never knew that this whole culture actually existed. And she said that she's a witch, and she did assure us that she didn't practice any spells, but she followed Wiccan. Very confused. Anyway, that's my story, because when GloZell mentioned it, I knew exactly how she felt. In other news, I am trying to raise money by the end of the year, which would be in about 4 months. My sister lives in Dubai, which is across the world, and I would love to visit her because I haven't seen her in so long, and of course it's in Dubai, which I love the country of Dubai, and can't wait to visit it again. Though ticket prices are super expensive. I also need a laptop because I'm a full-time student, and let's face it, everyone needs a reliable laptop as a college student. And lastly, as some of you may know, I am on our college's speech forensics team, and this coming year we are planning to compete internationally in Rome. Yes, Rome. And I would love to compete internationally. Not only that, but it would be in Rome. I've always wanted to go to Italy. The only problem is, with their school budget cuts, they're not paying for our trip. We have to raise our own money for our airfare. So that's 2 flights and a brand new laptop, and I'm trying to raise money, so we'll see how it goes. I have 4 jobs right now. I'm a full-time student and have 4 jobs, trying to raise money. So I'm participating in this online voting called King of the Web. And clearly I'm not a top competitor because I barely make that many videos, but the top 10 contestants win cash prizes, and like I said, I'm trying to raise as much money as possible, so wherever I can get money, I'm going to try my hardest. So all you have to do is click on the link in the little dingy bar and vote for me 10 times. You can vote 10 times a day. So please, please, please vote for me. Just for fun. You have nothing to lose. Anyway, that's that. Over and out.